Ja, hat funktioniert. Perfekt. Doch, das funktioniert, was ich vorhabe. Warte mal. So, das auch noch. So, kommt Ton an. Jetzt passt alles. Perfekt. So, in 5 Minuten 50 geht's los. Mit der PC Gamer Showcase. Jetzt warte ich mal ganz kurz, bis da ein guter Moment ist, dass ich da den Ton aufschalten kann. Und jetzt?
Great timing, because we're ready for our next segment.
Jetzt
PC gaming be without the act of
gehen wir mal da rein.
Making magic
In den
happen?
PC Gamer Showcase. Es sind nur noch 5 Minuten.
Which we work wonders, and the tech behind them has only gotten more wonderful. Let's turn to a keyboard expert who can tell us all about Hall effect keys.
Hall effect keyboards.
Traditionally, you have on-off binary. You know, you press the switch and that's it. Whereas Hall effect is more, it measures the entire depression through when you press it. And the main shift that's brought about is a focus on performance, I would say. You know, before you had a focus on feel and
Okay,
sound.
Leute,
You could still have that
Frage.
Hall effect, but now we have some
Welches Team
this is
seid
for
ihr?
gaming, performance. There's all kinds of games that
Normale
benefit from Hall effects. The main
Rubber Dome
ones would be
Tastaturen,
competitive
die mechanische
shooters, competitive
Tastaturen,
FPS games,
oder
the
seid ihr schon
Counter-Strikes
wirklich
and the
so
Valorants
Team mit den
and
Hall
racing
effect
games and stuff like that? For
Tastaturen?
example, Hall effect allows such quick reactions on that front if you've got the fast fingers for it.
Building your own PC for the first time, or even the 10th time, can be a little intimidating, but we're always here to help. Let's head over to our workshop's build center to meet PC Gamer's managing editor of hardware, Jacob Ridley, and see
Also
what
einmal
he's got
Robert.
for us. Hello, Jacob.
Oh,
Ja,
hi,
ich bin
Frankie.
auch Team
Great timing.
mechanische
I'm almost done with that
Tastatur.
special build you
Also,
requested. It took a lot of work, but I think you're going to be happy with it, especially the particle cannons and plasma railgun.
What? I'm here about a custom PC build.
Are you sure? Let me check the work order. Jacob, please build me an awesome custom PC by June 8th. I'll also need you to build me a mech so I can rain fire and destruction down upon all my enemies on June 9th. But do the PC first. Thanks, J-Dog, TTYL, Frankie. Blimey, I got the dates mixed up, so you definitely don't need the mech today.
Nope. Power it down.
Okay.
It sure does look cool though. That giant mech right over there, just off camera.
So expensive looking, isn't it?
It's a real sight to behold. Anyway, don't worry about having not built the PC yet, because it just means we can build it together during the show, and then give it away to one lucky viewer.
It's so fortuitous how my careless mistake worked out perfectly.
Before we get started,
Ja,
though, why
oldschool
do you think
IBM.
gamers should build their own PCs?
Well,
ich
there's
hab
two
halt
reasons. Cost is definitely one, because you can absolutely save money over
eine
pre-built
von
computers by buying parts
MSI,
separately
aber ich
and
muss sagen,
putting
so
them together
richtiger
yourself.
Fan bin ich jetzt
PCs are
davon
also
nicht.
one of the few electronics in your life you can build at home. Do you know anyone who's built their own television?
My Uncle Bertram did. He worked on it for weeks, but it just turned out to be a cardboard box with some angry bees in it. He called it BTV, and it stung us. It stung all of us.
Exactly my point. We're also living in an age where we're losing the power to repair electronics ourselves. What happens when something goes wrong with your smartphone? You
Und ja,
have to take it to
so einen
someone
eigenen
to
PC
fix,
bauen, das
or
ist
more
halt auch das
likely,
Tolle. Du
have it
kannst aber
replaced completely.
ganz
If you
easy
built your own PC,
was
not only will you
reparieren.
become more knowledgeable about diagnosing problems, you'll have a better chance of being able to fix it yourself.
Sound advice. Thank you, Jacob.
But don't start shopping for parts for your own PC build just
Und,
yet.
und wenn halt so ein Laptop, dann werde ich auch am liebsten gucken, dass es halt eine ist, wo du halt easy Sachen ersetzen kannst.
We've got one more game to show you as we build our way to the
Und es
end
gibt
of
da
the future.
leider nicht so viele,
If
die
you're a
sagen,
fan
ach
of
ja,
unlocking
hier,
animal friendships,
wenn
something
mal
tells me you'll dig the new trailer for Cappy Castaway.
das CPU oder so kaputt ist, kannst du da so, also halt bei den PC-Manufakturen halt so eine Art Standard, dass du dann kannst, ja komm, kaufe ich mir jetzt dann Upgrade, muss dann meistens immer ein neues Ding kaufen. Ich weiß auch zum Beispiel bei meiner Mutter, die hat einen Laptop sich, glaube ich, für 300 oder 400 Euro gekauft und dann hat sie ihren Bildschirm kaputt gemacht und ein neuer Bildschirm hat halt eben fast 300 Euro gekostet. Also wenn du es da hättest, wo sie den Kaffee reparieren hättest lassen wollen. Ich finde halt beleuchtete Tastaturen in der Hinsicht praktisch, du kannst dann halt auch, wenn Licht aus ist, zocken. Okay, es geht gleich los. In weniger als 30 Sekunden. 25 Sekunden. 22 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden. Ich meine, das Spiel, das sah interessant aus, aber ich weiß auch nicht, ob das was für mich ist. Und, Blue Sky. Nee. Leute, Mastodon. The following program is intended for a mature audience. The program contains visuals, bla bla bla. Continuous. Ja, ich bin auch Continue. The PC Gaming Show.
Hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2025. My name is Sean Day9 Plot, and once again, I am thrilled to be here with you, showing you the latest game trailers, previews, and world-exclusive first looks at what's ahead in the world of PC gaming. But even more importantly, I'm delighted to be joined again by the co-host with the most, Mika Burton.
Thank you, Sean. It is great to be back on the PC Gaming Show, especially since we're cooking up something extra special this year. As you can see, Sean and I are broadcasting today's show from a crucible of clandestine accoutrement.
Oh, that's right. Here in our high-tech hardware workshop, we've assembled some of the finest PC gadgetry for some of the world's smoothest secret operatives. You know where all the spies get all their coolest toys? Well, it's from us.
We've made headsets that double as wall-climbing suction cups.
We've made keyboards that can turn into cars that turn into boats.
We've also built a laptop that's a crossbow that's also a blunderbuss, and I'm afraid to touch it. That's how you know it's good.
We made a gamer chair that turns completely invisible thanks to cloaking technology.
Sean, the invisible chair never actually made it out of R&D.
Well, that's what they want you to think. Regardless, we're in the process of using every ounce of our high-tech, top-secret
Interessant, also einen Stuhl, der unsichtbar
at
ist.
our disposal to build what we call
The Rig.
Ooh. The Rig is a top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming PC, and it could be yours. Because after we build it here today, we will be giving it away to one lucky viewer at the end of the show.
But that'll happen a bit later. Right now, let's kick off the show the PC Gamer way with count 'em, three world premieres.
3 World Premieres. World Premiere. May contain inappropriate content.
I know you're nervous about going home, but you're going to be fine. We don't know the state of the crisis.
Work in progress. Play footage.
And a job's a job, right? Get in, get out. Don't get sucked back in.
Clean the contamination. Lay the dead to rest. Endure the crisis. Ist es hier dieses Chernobyl Cleaner? Nee, oder?
It's just
Ambrosia. Gibt's eigentlich dieses Chernobyl Cleaner da? World Premiere. Ich glaube, irgendwie hieß es so Chernobyl Liquidators oder so. Sieht nach so einem Koop-Online-Spiel aus. Da brauchst du Freunde. Far, far west. Muss ich jetzt eine anderen Stream nehmen? Ah ja, ist ja schon draußen. Letztes Jahr. Cool, habe ich anscheinend ein bisschen verpeilt.
The only one who can help us defeating the King of Shadows.
Bring in the accused.
Did you really think you could keep such relics of my people?
Liegt es jetzt wirklich gerade am Download? Warte mal. Aber die streamen nur in 720p.
Well, I already have so many sworn enemies and even more unlabeled bottles in my kitchen, so it's entirely believable.
Let's check in with Frankie and Jacob about
The rig. Thanks, Mika. I'm here with PC Gamer's managing editor of hardware, Jacob Ridley, and during today's show, we're going to be building an awesome custom PC. Even better, everyone watching will have a chance to win it for themselves.
This PC will be a gaming powerhouse with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT, plus 32 gigabytes of Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5 RAM.
We're also throwing in a
Klingt
Corsair
zumindest nett.
70 Pro keyboard, Asus ROG Swift OLED monitor, and a Corsair Nightsword RGB mouse, all handpicked by Jacob.
We didn't forget a thing. We're even including a mousepad.
That's where your mouse lives, sleeps, and entertains other mice. Let's get to work.
Hey there, PC Gaming Show. Check out this next trailer. It's
The
fabulous.
God of Metal.
Or I will get you.
Der Peter Stormare.
Please stop that.
Fresh Tracks.
It's never
Das klingt
ends.
interessant.
In the endless, no two journeys unfold the same way. Come, remain by the fire, and hear the tale of Norwind's greatest champion.
Ja, also, dazu könnte interessant sein.
There's
Ja.
no one I would rather die alongside than you, my champion.
Nee. Boah, Twitch, gehst du mir gerade auf den Sack. Kein Wunder, dass ich die Xbox Showcase ja vorher mal auf YouTube geguckt habe. Da war es nicht so nervig.
Coming up in the show.
Wie oft wollen wir noch das sehen? Ja. Es war irgendwie jetzt immer irgendwie mal dabei. Es war im Summer Game Fest dabei, das war in der Cozy Future Game Show dabei. Jetzt ist es wieder beim PC Game Showcase dabei. Und dann wäre es lustig, wenn es kein Schwein kauft. Ich glaube, das war sogar hier auch bei wie hieß die nochmal? Day of the Deaths oder so. Gott, ich bin mittlerweile davon gelangweilt. Das ist, glaube ich, gefühlt schon wieder derselbe Trailer, den wir schon mal gesehen haben. Und ich habe übrigens einen Download gedrosselt. Also. Oh. World Premiere. Ich werde langsam nämlich ein bisschen angry. Ich bin mal gespannt, also ob man schon in der Demo den Activision-Account braucht oder nicht. Leute, hört auf, nichts aussagende Trailer rauszuhauen. Zu Spiele, die erst nächstes Jahr rauskommen. Wisst ihr, da gibt es bessere Möglichkeiten, die Game Awards. Dann haut immer sowas raus, ja? Wo du zumindest ein bisschen Gameplay siehst.
It's important to celebrate when something reinvents itself. Necess overhauls its graphics, gets major updates. It's beautiful.
It's almost as beautiful as the rig's Corsair RM1000X fully modular ATX power supply.
Oh, it's poetry. In fact, the only thing more poetic is
a perfectly executed heist set in a dystopian techno future. Yes! When we heard the makers of Payday and GTFO had a new co-op heist FPS in the works, you know we had to find out more. So we infiltrated 10 chambers and interrogated the makers of Den of Wolves. Here's all the info we dredged from their genius minds.
We were prepped and ready for the heist. We had stolen Tier 7 passkeys, acquired the building schematics, and rerouted the security comms.
We're in position.
The package was as good as ours. Every variable accounted for, but we fucked it up anyway.
Bam, 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 bam.
Next time, we gotta be even more prepared.
Nö. Stockholm.
Den of Wolves is a first-person shooter, 4-player co-op heist game taking place in the future. We focus a lot on player agency, story, and keeping the player on their toes with some interesting elements that take you out of the brick-and-mortar world of Midway City, where the game takes place. It's a power fantasy, even though there's obviously tension as well with like stealth segments and stuff. But the identity of Den of Wolves primarily is balls to the wall.
Den of Wolves is stepping back into our payday roots. The big difference is, of course, the sci-fi area, where we can play around a lot with design. The freedom we have with this sci-fi space is a bit terrifying, actually, because you can go nuts, basically. We've actually told ourselves to not try to over-design stuff, but not limit us creatively.
Ei,
So
das ist ja mal wieder schön schlimm.
we knew we wanted big megastructure buildings to actually place our
So kann man nämlich auch seine Zeit
It's
stecken.
a very large city arising from the sea. You want to look out at the city and see,
Under
okay, so
the
this is a living, breathing city and it works.
Under the sea.
Coming back to the heist genre is sort of a, I don't know, after Payday 2, I felt like I had so much more things to do in my head, like what I wanted that game to be. A contemporary setting limits you in so many ways. Everything you do to enhance the game breaks the theme. With a sort of a sci-fi theme on it, it enables you to stay in the pocket of thematics and still solve things from a gameplay angle. When making a game concept or a world, you have to think about what tools it gives you to solve problems in the future. And the sci-fi thriller theme gives us a lot of tools to play with. Midway is just a corporate haven. There's no rules, there's nothing. It's divided up into districts. There's even like district wars and this kind of thing within the city. So it's a very...
Also ich sag mal so, ich habe mal so ein bisschen Payday gespielt damals. So Payday 1, Payday 2. Wenig Payday 1, mehr Payday 2. Macht halt Spaß, wenn du das mit einem einigermaßen kompetenten Team spielst.
In the middle of whatever you're doing in the normal mission, you can basically jump to this other place. Thematically, there's these architects that build these.
Ist aber auch genauso ein bisschen wie mit GTA 5 Online. Macht am meisten Spaß, wenn du das halt mit Freunden zockst in einer geschlossenen Lobby. Im besten Fall so 4, 5, 6 Leute. Ja, Payday 3 war klar schon richtig kacke. Habe ich aber auch nie gespielt.
The dice provide change of pace and change of intensity in the gameplay and change of scenery, and it could be a nightmarish sort of abstract thing.
Weißt du, es gibt ja so Spiele wie Left 4 Dead. Das kannst du auch mit random spielen, weil es so simpel ist.
Fortress in the Swiss Alps.
We could just mix a lot of different stuff together because it's this very abstract place. And also with gameplay, we could go from a shooter to a platformer to a horror theme.
Or we can have sort of parkour experimentation where you can run on walls. We make the rules for what the dives are and what they can be.
The heist fantasy in general maps really well to game psychology. I'm a psychology-driven game designer to a large extent because we want to motivate you to keep playing and also like what are we stealing and what's the economy of the game. And I'm not talking about getting people to spend more cash. It's what's the drive of the game. And I think building new things or crafting things is a very interesting area. A good example would be like this thing we did for Payday where you would craft masks and this kind of thing.
Yeah, we're going back to the masks. I've heard people tell me before like, oh, GTFO and then oh, it's a masks game, right? I'm like, really? Yeah, maybe it is. But we wanted to make something different. Like we didn't want to go fully masculine, maybe doing, you know, these big skull masks. Like we don't want to limit us to not do it, but with the mask we have now, we actually wanted to bring some feminine, some sexiness, you know. So one of the inspirations we actually have is the
sexiness.
nightly pout that she has. And there's also like this
Naja, sexy finde ich davon jetzt gar keine Maske.
with the Hannibal Lecter type of style. So as in the dives, you know, we could basically make anything. The masks are this expression to allow them to expand the world inside of themselves. So finding designs where they don't really know where to put it, in what categories, we try to hit kind of a sweet spot there. This is gonna be a high-paced, intense, and a very fun collaborative game. Playing together with friends is a beautiful thing, right? Especially when we have these situations where shit hits the fan, we panic together and try to solve it.
So if you put 4 people in a room and they play it and you start to hear the voices go up and they start to be loud in the room, then you know, like, yeah, it's something, you know?
If you want to find out more about Den of Wolves, head to our Steam page and make sure to wishlist now.
Das ist so, wenn du mit Random spielst. Da musst du irgendwie vielleicht so eine Funktion reinmachen, wie dass du sagst, ah ja, ich möchte gerne mit deutschen und englisch sprechenden Leuten spielen. Und am Ende von so einer Runde kannst du dann so bewerten, hat das Spiel mit der Person Spaß gemacht? Ja, nein. Wenn beide sich gegenseitig ein Ja geben, dann machst du so die Option hier zu Freund hinzufügen. Weil ich glaube, dass solche Spiele, die leben dann halt auch wirklich, dass du das mit Freunden spielst. Oh, wie heißt das Spiel mit dem Zug? Ich hab das nämlich auch. Aber das ist, glaube ich, jetzt was komplett anderes, oder? Oder kommt da jetzt ein zweiter Teil? Buchi Express.
Frankie, this is my first time on the PC Gaming Show. Any advice?
It's not that hard. Just show up on time, learn your lines.
Interessant.
Don't cross me. Don't you ever cross me, Ridley. I will destroy you. Also, tea with honey is great.
Und die Demo ist fertig.
After a long day on set.
Okay.
Want to rehearse the next scene? It's that silly one where I'm trying to detangle a bunch of headphone cables and you learn the folly of crossing Frankie Ward. I have powerful friends and a long reach. Or you could tell us about the next part you're going to install.
Yep, let's do that, please. Right, the X870E Aorus Master has a few special features to make PC building easier. My favorite is this tool-free SSD slot. Press a button and the heatsink comes away. Then push down on the latch to install your SSD. No screw required, which means no more crawling on the floor looking for said screw when you inevitably drop it. Then there's this Wi-Fi antenna. This combines standard 2 Wi-Fi connections into one easy to install or remove connector. No need to screw anything in. Lastly, if you want to disconnect your
Screw
GPU,
you.
hit the button in the corner and pull it out. Job done.
Welcome to Evil Empire, where we've been working on the road.
Das Problem ist ja jetzt, hier ist gesagt, warum das so toll ist, aber in Aktion gesehen, wie toll es ist, habe ich jetzt nicht.
The team is happy, and our boss is happy. And the players, well, they seem happy too. Our 1.0 launch is fast approaching, so here's where we're at.
Death shuns you, Prince. Use this gift when
The Rogue Prince of Persia. Fight for your people. Power up with unique builds. Parkour through your Dingsbums. Explore to find blah blah blah. Janine, you're alive. Mother?
You have the opportunity to save your kingdom as the worthy Prince of Persia.
Rewrite hate. Die trying. The Rook, Prince of Persia. 1.0 im August. Include content from live playtest.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. We were the conductors of the train, tirelessly serving our passengers with kindness and respect.
Excuse me, this is a conductor-only residence. Please back away from the door.
Hey, what's up? Yes, get motherfucking ready!
Listen up, scumbags. You rats will never get me out of this control room. You understand me? Never.
Car key. Bro, let's just flush him out. I'm tired. Do it. Run. Move, move, move.
Hull compromised. Please evacuate the train.
Those ungrateful mother...
Bro, we can literally intercept the conductor, steal all his shit, and extract. Let's go, 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 go. I'll take right, you take left. Say go. Go, 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 go.
Oh, das ist anstrengend schon wieder mit diesem Geschrei da im Voice-Chat. Eve Frontier. Also ich sag mal so, mit diesen Multiplayer-Koop-Games, wenn da eine Online-Playtest ist, dann müsstet ihr eigentlich hier in meinem Discord zu joinen und dann, ja, sagt man so, ja, lass mal hier spielen. Also hier.
Improved ships, components, and more. You'll begin to discover details about the universe and the ancient civilizations whose remnants still roam the skies. Everything requires fuel to operate, and good resource management is crucial to survival. The most potent source of fuel, crude, is necessary to build formidable ships, advanced structures, and even stargates, reconnecting the vast universe. Smart structures are highly customizable.
Hat jemand von euch mal EVE Online gespielt?
Only bound by your creativity. Founders have already created custom tournaments, specialized trading hubs, advanced security systems. Are you ready to
Nö,
lose
bin ich
yourself
ready.
on the frontier?
Wow, I knew space was dark, but that was dark. CCP really knows how to make an section of the universe look kind of beautiful. I'm honestly looking forward to being ambushed in the depths of space in EVE Frontier.
But if you're like me and the thought of being caught off guard is a no-no, just head over to the PC Gaming Show Steam page and you'll find every single game we're showing today in one convenient spot ready to be wishlisted. So no scary surprises.
Absolutely. And now here's a look at some of the great games from puzzle publisher Astrological.
I'd say the days are blurring together. But what days? As for the isolation, I'm an introvert.
Erstmal einen schönen Multivitaminsaft trinken.
Contracts just keep on coming. 2 more rigs to construct.
Muss ja was Gesundes mal zuführen.
Gonna need more hydrogen generators. Good news is, I've managed to synthesize 334 liters of water in the last 24 hours. Now they want 200 liters of ammonium hydroxide. Rewards are good though. On completion, we'll finally acquire an electrolytic reducer. With all that methane on level 2, that means methanol. After that, despite the fact no one really knows what's down there, I push on and keep going deeper.
Welcome to Matsuzawa Manufacturing Factory Number 1.
Was ist das? Aha. Ja, ja. Wird das jetzt sowas, ein Voxel-artiges Factory, oder wie das heißt? Factorio. Because. Ja. Dawn Apart. Es ist irgendwie interessant. Es muss einmal irgendwie so ein Game geben, das bekannt ist und richtig steil geht und dann machen irgendwie alle genau das. Factorio war anscheinend so richtig bekannt und beliebt. Machen irgendwie alles so ein Factorio-Clone. Ach, Leute.
In our blue pigment refinery, which was constructed from these modules, made by combining these modules, cut from cubes which were melted from polyrock, extracted here.
So, Jacob, have you got any quick PC building tips you can share with our audience?
Here's one. You know when you accidentally drop a tiny little screw into your PC case and it just disappears?
Oh, yeah, I hate that. Do you have some cool hack for quickly finding it?
Nope. My tip is that screw is gone forever and you should pretend it never existed.
Forget I asked about tips. What can you tell me about the Radeon RX 9070 XT you're installing?
The Radeon RX 9070 XT is a hot ticket item right now, and for good reason. This is AMD's graphics division putting its best foot forward with an RDNA 4 chip that can go toe-to-toe with NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. If you're worried about running out of VRAM, don't be. This comes with 16 gigabytes of GDDR6. That's plenty for gaming at 4K. Plus it supports FSR 4, the latest version of upscaling technology.
16 will jetzt nicht sein, dass es genügend ist, aber ich hoffe einfach, dass eine 9080 kommt, die vielleicht so 20, 24 GB hat. Firewatch, aha. Warum wird das jetzt so eine Art Dorfromantik-Klon? Nee, anscheinend nicht. Weil das ist ja jetzt wirklich so, wo ich mir denke, boah Leute. There in the corner. What is that? We were wrong. Wir lagen falsch. We are so small and so fragile out here all alone. We have to get it right this time. Ja, wir müssen es diesmal richtig hinbekommen. Guck, dass du es hinkriegst. Generation Exile. Play the demo now. Coming soon. 11-Bit Studios presents.
I know our odds. Maybe it's time.
7900 XTX mit dem Threadripper Pro. Das ist irgendwie eine interessante Kombo.
You were always one of us. From day one. What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion?
What's in your heart? But if you're not ready
You're still making it about yourself. Just look at us. I just wanted to find a way out.
'Cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die.
Alteras?
This is Pathfinder, Abomination Vaults. A hack-and-slash dungeon crawl where up to 4 players battle through a single massive labyrinth filled to the brim with monsters, treasure, and secrets. Customize each hero between 3 paths, inspired by 2nd edition Pathfinder. Or mix and match to craft the perfect hybrid. Whether adventure...
Und jetzt leckt schon wieder das Stream. Die haben anscheinend echt so ein bisschen Probleme. Ach, guck mal, die sind offline. So, Leute, Feierabend. That's it. Schnappen Sie sich einen Controller. Ja, ja, habe ich. Hier. Und, warte mal, ich guck mal gerade, funktioniert das? Also es wird gecaptured zumindest. Es ist ja mal etwas. Hey cool, ich habe einen Controller und der erkennt ihn nicht. Oh.
Representing that first and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here. Shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling. Something about
Guck ich gleich mal, ob es jetzt funktioniert. Ah! Warte mal, kann man Musik irgendwie einstellen? Streamer-Modus. Okay. Aber jetzt ist die Frage, wie steuere ich die Scheiße? Und sind die wieder live? Leute, wie... Also ich... Hui! Was ist denn die Steuerung hiervon? Weil der Controller funktioniert anscheinend nicht, der wird nicht anerkannt. Ja, okay, reicht. Muss man da anscheinend schreiben, hey, euer Deo funktioniert nicht mit dem DualSense-Controller. Also, Grab. Ah, okay, das muss ich anscheinend mit den Pfeiltasten machen. Okay. Funktioniert der PC Gamer Showcase eigentlich wieder? Warte mal. Sind die jetzt live oder nicht? Aber ich krieg so langsam den Dreh raus. Mit dieser Steuerung. Ich muss gleich mal gucken, ob der Stream jetzt da weitergeht oder nicht. Ich war nebenbei so gucken, ob der Stream weitergeht. Und er hat was geladen, aber irgendwie auch nicht. Also versuch mal so ein Spiel mit Maus und Tastatur zu spielen. Das ist eigentlich... Ah, verdammt! Ich schau mal kurz, ob es weitergeht. Ja, es geht weiter. Wo kann ich zum Desktop zurückkehren? Also wir haben mal zumindest kurz die Demo reingespielt und ich muss halt gleich mal schreiben hier, Demo funktioniert nicht mit DualSense-Controller. Das ist wenigstens gut zu wissen. World Premiere. Also es kann sein, dass ich heute nicht mehr die Demos spiele, aber dafür morgen, wenn ich dann halt eben meinen Controller darauf gemerkt habe.
Mika, we are really turning up the heat this year.
We sure are.
Mika, what is that?
Oh, it's thermal paste.
Oh, wait, let me guess. It doubles as like a plastic explosive, or maybe it's a potent tranquilizing gas, or is that just like another taser?
No, it's literally just thermal paste. You know, it transfers the heat from your CPU to your heat sinks to avoid overheating.
Oh.
Plus, it is an amazing cookie filler. It's like forbidden icing.
Mika, you can't eat thermal paste.
Of course you can, especially not with milk.
Okay, let's check in on that build again.
Can we put it in the computer?
Absolutely not, but I'm certainly going to try.
Before we get ahead of ourselves, what kind of CPU is this puppy working with?
It's with no small amount of envy that I say this. We're equipping the rig with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D processor. Put simply, this is the fastest 16-core consumer CPU money can buy. It combines the best parts of every processor ever made. The power of a 16-core monster for tough jobs, check. The gaming chops of second-gen AMD 3D V-Cache tech, check. This beast can work as hard as it plays, and it plays in a completely different league. It's the best processor in the world for gamers and creators, for gaming and for everything else. It's a beauty. If I wasn't putting it in the rig, I'd be tempted to walk out of here with it myself.
Phenomenal. Peak PC gaming, courtesy of PC Gamer and AMD.
Indeed. So, Plasma Globe?
Plasma Globe.
Looks like things are coming along perfectly with the rig. Which is perfect because right now we've got another exciting world premiere to show you from our friends at Fail Better Games.
World premiere.
The village of Chandley is small, complicated, and everyone's got their own story. For 100 years, the practice of horticulture has been under a curse, making even the simplest act of cultivation unpredictable. But you come from a long line of sorcerers steeped in the green and growing arts. Your family's old lodge has been empty for a long time, so don't expect airs and graces. Chandley may be small, but it's thick with secrets and set in its ways. Is it ready for the return of a mandrake?
The Mandrake setting is based on British history and folklore. For research, we've walked in a temperate rainforest and visited an ancient coal mine beneath the Forest of Dean.
It's a world where overfishing might cause a river to put a curse on you, and where you'll go delving for bright minerals in the forgotten deeps.
Sunless Sea and Sunless Skies did have some light cannibalism in them. You can't eat people in this one, but that doesn't mean that it's safe. There are old powers waiting in the corners of the world, and the night does not belong to mortals. If all of that sounds good to you, wishlist Mandrake on Steam right now.
Pizza Bandit.
A week in the life of a demon school student in under a minute. Starting now. Monday, catch up on the news. Get a new assignment. Fight some guys using tactics. Check your diary. Tuesday, investigate a spooky classroom. Gain a rival. Fight some more guys. Find a dog. Wednesday, romance your friends. Kick an egg. Fight those guys. Thursday, follow some blood. Track down a missing sandwich, pull a new friend out of nowhere. There's guys, you fight them. Friday, find a cursed dog. Learn a terrible secret. Fight a really big guy. The weekend, sing karaoke, race beetles, rent some tapes, and generally just relax. That's 1 week down, many to go. Wishlist Demon School, an RPG with tactical battles right now.
Congratulations on your assignment. You have been selected to oversee a caretaker deployment in Sector 43A. This video will introduce you to your unit and its sacred directive, the preservation and propagation of the human species. After global hydrosaturation, Earth became uninhabitable. Humanity moved to orbit, but reproduction in space proved impossible. Moses responded with the Human Seed Program. Cryogenic embryos are grown to maturity in surface-based Lazarus pods, then transferred to orbital colonies for immediate workforce integration. Your caretaker unit manages every step: retrieval, growth, and orbital transfer. Caretakers maintain surface facilities, build autonomous power systems, and adapt to any anomaly, from environmental failure to unauthorized presence. Enjoy the rest of your assignment. And remember,
Every seed you plant shapes humanity's future.
You're the only one who can safeguard the future of humanity in The Last Caretaker. So, you know, no pressure or anything. Hey, Sean, what was that?
I am so sorry. may have eaten a light snack that just didn't really agree. Or hummus.
No, that's definitely a train, which means we are right on track for our next world premiere. Sean, no! Put it down.
World premiere. Baut man da sich jetzt einen eigenen Zug? Boah, irgendwie wäre das interessant, wenn du da wirklich so deine eigene Base auf dem Zug baust. Das wäre halt interessant. Das Problem ist halt wirklich so, hab ich danach für Leute wieder, ne? Weil alleine wird so ein Spiel schnell langweilig. Weil alleine, da bin ich halt echt so, da sage ich, komm, irgendwas Creative-mäßiges, wo ich mich austoben kann, wo ich da gar nicht so unbedingt looten muss. So einfach mal so gucken kann, wie das Spiel funktioniert, oder ich da mal austoben kann und dann so, okay, let's go. Wenn du da nicht wirklich failen kannst, dann ist natürlich auch was anderes. Aber wenn du da halt auch so theoretisch failen kannst, denke ich mir so, meh.
Prospector, Norex would like to offer you an opportunity. We have some dirty work we need you to take care of. At your own risk, of course. Keep your mouth shut and you'll be rewarded. You want to hunt monsters? Join Norex.
And don't ask questions.
So you're good at building PCs, but can you build other things? Like a car?
No, Frankie. I can't build a car.
What about like a winching system? To pull something heavy out of, for example, a lake?
I mean, maybe I could put together...
Say a car was in a lake and you needed to winch it out. Could you at least build a ramp to make the winching a bit easier?
Is that something you want to tell me?
I drove your car off a ramp and into a lake. But I only did it to put the fire out.
My car was on fire?
There is no point in jumping a car off a ramp if it's not on fire.
Is there any good news to this story?
Yeah. Just check out this ramp. You should install these before you start shopping for a new car.
Oh, that's the Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5. This kit is perfect for building an all AMD Ryzen build at 6,000 megatransfers a second and with low latency. However, we've also stuffed something special here, a light enhancement kit. That's a pair of dummy sticks that look the part but don't actually contain any memory chips. This is a great solution for an AMD build, as it means you can stick to the more reliable slots on the motherboard, 2 and 4, while looking the part. It also pairs nicely with our Haven 420 case, which offers thermal optimization through its central GPU airflow that sits within a dual-chamber design.
That sounds like the perfect hardware combo for anyone looking to frag draw cards, explore endless dungeons, or simply stream with friends. But while you're out there updating your part picker list, why not check out this exciting upcoming game?
World premiere.
World changed in the blink of an eye. The outpost where we hope to find salvation.
Ich glaube, ich mache mich gleich aus.
We found it abandoned, all in ruins. Now we have to find out what happened and rebuild what's left. We make the most of the little space the tree afford. We live under a constant threat from the fog. Not an ordinary mist that we knew before, but one that overwhelms us with the worst kind of fear. And yet, if we want to survive in the new conditions, we must not only fight the fog, we must explore it, research it, understand it, as the fate of our people, maybe even the world, depends on it. And all before fear consumes us all. The tree provides. The tree protects. The tree prevails.
Coming up in the show,
Ich kann hier nicht mal lesen, wie diese Spiele heißen, ey. Bleibt eigentlich Valve. Oder ist das Einzige, was Valve hier macht, Spiele auf Steam?
Your cult is waiting for prophets to lead them. Convert to feeble mind. Learn the occult. Spread the mighty one's influence. Find power and the god of your choice.
Muss ich erst mal strecken.
To the mortal world. Now go. Vanquish the opposition. Burn the non-believers. Indoctrinate the uncivilized. And survive the horrors. Grow in power and strength. Unlock new unholy sorceries to overcome the mightiest of enemies. You have what it takes to worship the Eldritch.
Nee, nicht meins. World Premiere. From the creators of Guns of Icarus Online. Haben wir jetzt noch ein Online-Spiel. Stars of Icarus. 2026. Nee, danke.
After almost a decade, Muse Games is bringing us a follow-up to the airship combat game Guns of Icarus.
Now, as with all professions, our work as gadget-crazed weirdos would be impossible if not for the laser watches and ejector seats of those who came before us.
We stand on the shoulders of giants. Crafty, unhinged giants.
Which is why I am pleased to present, in an attaché case full of throwing knives and tear gas canisters, the latest intel on Bond. James Bond. So we sent our secret agents to see what's happening at IO Interactive.
When things got together and we figured out that we were going to work on such a legendary IP, we were very, very excited. It's a huge opportunity, and also the fact that it hasn't been a game for 14 years just adds to the excitement of a comeback of this game in gaming.
The colleagues that we have here are phenomenal, and I think taking all of their experience from the sort of agent fantasy that they've been building for all these years and applying it to the Bond franchise has been incredible to see and to be a part of. We're making a standalone James Bond game, but there are characters and locations that I think are going to make the fans of the novels and the fans of the movies and the cinematic history really smile. In any kind of IP where there's some known aspects of the character, you can initially view these as constraints, but really they're strengths because we get to work with all these amazing partners. Aston Martin and Land Rover, collaborations with Omega, and all of these things lends itself a sense of credibility to the player that this is a real James Bond experience.
Crafting this character has been both exciting and extremely challenging because it's a balance between being very true to Ian Fleming's novels on the character, yet bringing some part of IO into that.
The most special thing about our version of Bond is that it's an IO reimagination of the origin of Bond himself, and it allows us to really dive in and learn about what it takes to enter this world of espionage.
It was very important to us from early on that we didn't want to synthesize Bond. We didn't want to go in and cherry pick qualities from different aspects of stories or whatever. We wanted to make something that was fully original. So he's young. He's someone who doesn't yet know all the things we know about James Bond. He has all the core qualities. So he is irreverent. He's inherently charming. He's funny, but he's not yet cold. He's not callous. He's a more energetic. He has that impatience of youth built into him.
Somewhere in between.
Ich frage mich halt so gerade, muss das sein? Also, wir haben ja schon das auf dem Summer Game Fest gesehen. Wir hatten eine IO Interactive Showcase, wo das ja auch wahrscheinlich dran gekommen ist. Jetzt nochmal, weiß er nicht.
The story is very much about when you meet the harsh, political, dangerous world out there. How does a young man fare while still retaining his values?
Not only will we get to experience the character changes and the lessons he needs to learn, but also how he gets his fame.
The world is a big part of how you solve the problems as you get to them, using the environment and weapons and charm, and obviously gadgets is a huge part of that. We have a lot of the gadgets you'd expect and then quite a few you wouldn't.
So our long-time fans from our Hitman franchise can expect to recognize some of these core elements from our interactive in our James Bond game.
A really core aspect of this game is what we call creative approach. And it has to do with standing outside a lavish location. We're going to give you an objective in here. You absolutely need to be able to do that in a bunch of different ways. But I think the biggest difference is that you need a lot of patience to play Hitman. You need to be sitting there seeing the patrol. He goes over there and he likes wine and you overhear that thing. But Bond, he can also just walk through the front door. I'm actually just going to go and talk to them. I'm just going to go punch him right now. If you're a James Bond that wants to crouch along, you know, the covers and be careful and all that stuff, that's your Bond and that's fine. But we've crafted a game that has a lot more forward momentum.
Spycraft is part of our DNA. However, in terms of Bond, there are two key differences.
The agent we were working with before, he is an empty shell, right? He's a chameleon, whereas just Bond is very much a personality.
A big part of the fun of playing the game is to see what he'll say, because he always has something great to say that you wouldn't have thought of. His quick wit and talking your way into and out of trouble is a big part of the core loop as well.
If Hitman is a single-minded killer and basically the bad guy of the game, Bond is the hero. And that means that we are much more focused on his journey as a character, and we are much more focused on saving the world.
I think it's safe to say that we're dialing the action to 12 on this one. We wanted a physical Bond. We wanted fighting to be visceral and brutal and violent and super fun and exciting. So we spent a great amount of energy on making a system of free-flow combat where you're fighting multiple opponents at once. You can grab them and punch them and throw them into each other, use the environment.
We really did strides and upping the dynamism, the kinetic feel of the combat, be that the melee combat and shooting and the seamless in and out between that. It's very, very exciting. We as a studio and as a team have evolved a lot to do top class action, spectacle moments and spectacle situations, all interactive. The situations you get into are absolutely wild. It's because that's the 360 experience that our fans deserve and expect from a Bond experience.
And we've really pushed our engine to sort of bring on this higher level of spectacle and fidelity to the game.
This production has pushed our internal tech beyond, like miles ahead of what we were able to do before.
Depicting these beautiful different cities and locations, exotic types of vehicles, not just normal vehicles. So take everything we know, but also evolving with technology to deliver an experience that is more advanced than we've ever done before.
This has to be a larger-than-life action-adventure story, and that's what we've delivered. But it's always with character at its center. There's never action for action's sake. It's because it leads to the next thing. It's because he needs and has to do this in order to succeed.
Having worked on Hitman on and off for 20 years, this is the combination of all that work, all that skill, all that practice, coming together and finally seeing the ultimate spy fantasy come to life.
Man könnte jetzt sagen, now to something completely different. Wieso nee? Also dir das gerade mal angeschaut. So James Bond sah halt super hübsch aus. Jetzt kommt das, wo man sich so denkt, okay.
When the world ended, we shielded our city. Safe but trapped, we endured. Until now, until you, time traveler, only you can shatter our chains, guide our armies, defend our kingdom, propel the evil hordes. Rebuild what the enemy shattered, and restore the might of our city. The lands of Bastion still whisper secrets. Relics of power waiting to be claimed. Together, you are legions. Not even the hordes of the Unraveler shall halt your advance. Your strength will never cease to grow. Once banished, you will break us free.
feels like something's been implanted at the base of your skull. That's because there has. It's in your best interest to listen to me. Good work. Head back to the van.
As you can see, we are running a fine-tuned engine of gaming goodness. Oh, speaking of, Sean, what's going on with the rig?
Let's find out. Frankie, Jacob, status report?
We're doing great down here. Jacob is about to fill us in on what we're installing next.
I'm just wiring up everything with our Gigabyte Aorus X870E motherboard. It's got a suite of features for reliable overclocking and memory performance, and its built-in thermal armor and heat sinks will keep our Ryzen X3D rig running great without running hot. And of course, our GPU, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT with RDNA 4 architecture, and 3rd gen AMD ray tracing tech for competitive 4K performance.
Awesome. And for those of you who want to speed up your own PC build, I've got a technique I always use. A montage.
A what?
A montage.
Oh, a montage. Right. Great idea, Frankie.
Freeze frame high five?
Freeze frame what?
Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about the rig booting, but oh, perfect. In the meantime, here's some new tech for you, or should I say, some new Terra tech.
World premiere. Build up custom vehicles. Survive wave after wave. Perfect your build. Wieso? Nee, doch. And wreck. Ja, keine Ahnung. People can fly. Also von mir aus könnte es langsam mal vorbeigehen, muss ich halt ehrlich sein.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Don't mind me, I have got a special friend stopping by, but don't tell the folks upstairs. It's a surprise, you see. When you see them, just let them know that they can add any of today's exciting games to their wish list. Follow the link below to see all the goodies in today's show. And in the meantime, let's see what our friends over at Rogue Snail have been cooking up.
Coming soon.
Meu Deus. Perdoe essa pobre coitada, que de joelhos rezou bocado, pedindo pra chuva cair sem parar.
O sertão é rico para quem tem olhos de ver. Não é lugar para vocês.
Uma pessoa pode lavrar um chão que nem mesmo cactos consegue brotar.
Todos precisam saber sobre o que de fato aconteceu em Canudos.
Um fight for your people.
Para acabar com o nosso lado. Perdemos, mas resistimos, como Mandacaru no meio da grande seca.
Hellclaw.
Eles vão nos massacrar novamente, Pajinho. Eles vão nos massacrar.
Hell comes July 22nd.
First, aggravated vandalism. Then theft. And worst of all, you've tried to flee. And it pains me deeply. But a lamb that's always lost. Has to be gold.
World premiere.
Chef, opening your own restaurant may feel like a fairy tale, but it's trickier than it looks. Customers curse you. The hordes line up at the door. Elder gods are summoned. All of this can really burn your biscuits. But you will be forged in the fires of the kitchen. Sharpen your knives and master the magic of food. For an ancient hunger has awoken. And the path to a demon's heart is through its stomach.
Nee, danke.
Hey, let's check in on how things are progressing with
The rig.
and make sure there aren't any saboteurs in the mix. Hey, Mika, how are the kids looking down there?
Oh, it's not looking great. They're hooking up a... Oh my God, they're hooking up the PC to a printer.
No, printer, it's too dangerous.
I know.
told them the rig is way too valuable to be anywhere near a printer.
I know.
We have to stop them.
No. It's too late because they're downloading a driver.
Oh,
wait.
God, why?
Maybe it's an okay. Jacob looks like he's laughing. Oh, no, he's sobbing.
Oh, no.
And now he's cursing God. Yeah.
Why, you maniacs, why? Damn you, printers. Haven't you taken enough from us?
Well, while our team does some troubleshooting, let's take back the post-apocalypse from hordes of mutants in co-op roguelite Guntouchables.
If you're watching this tape, it means the world has ended. Welcome to Guntouchables. It's not a game, it's a state of mind. It's about having such a cool gun, you're untouchable. That's why they call it Guntouchables. Collect crates in the wasteland to help you kick more ass. But your enemies are getting upgraded too, and that's where things heat up. So get ready to blow stuff up, and smack stuff with a shovel, and shred stuff with a bone saw, and snipe stuff. Survival is about sticking together. It's about getting badass guns and even more badasser upgrades. It's about killing whatever this thing is. Because here in the apocalypse, you're up against a million maniacal mutants that want nothing more than to pound you in a hamburger meat.
Jo, Joe, ich war auch nicht mehr so lange. Ich bin auch nämlich schon fast
And
ein.
that's to become Guntouchable. Coming to early access on June 17th.
Ich muss mal gucken, ob ich da irgendwie im Kalender einen Termin da drin habe für das Ding. Nö, habe ich nicht. Ultra Kill. Okay. Interessant, da steht halt von 21 bis 22 Uhr. Wir haben jetzt fast gleich 23 Uhr. Leute, was machen wir? Machen wir Feierabend.
This is the Superhero Dispatch Network. I hope you're ready for your first shift.
Ah, das Spiel, da hatte ich auch mal in der Wishlist und
hey team.
Ja.
This is your dispatcher. Someone's robbing the museum.
Play the demo.
Sonny, how do I mute you?
We're taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday? Today's Friday. I know.
Dispatch, Demo out today. Ja, kann man ja auch mal schon ziehen. Annapurna Interactive. Ich habe mal die Demo in meine Library hinzugefügt. Runterladen tue ich sie später. Wheel World. An open world bike adventure. Ja, mal schauen, ob ich mich dafür interessiere.
That leaves you asking the important questions, like why aren't all the world's bicycles shaped like hot dogs?
We can only hope the answer reveals itself someday. Until then, let's turn our attention to the latest from FBC Firebreak, the next game from Remedy. And if my tracker is working properly, it looks like Frankie met up with the Bureau.
6 years now since we've been locked in with the hiss. I don't care about your day job. If you can hold a gun and use a tool, Firebreak needs you. I'll be frank with you, this ain't an easy shift. But at least you won't be alone. Your fellow Firebreakers will have your back. Fighting together, fixing together, and hell, even showering together. If you can stand your ground and stick together, it'll be more than enough to survive.
Corrupted item loose on site.
On my way.
Ganz ehrlich, das sieht halt auch schon wieder so aus nach dem Spiel, wo du Leute brauchst, mit denen du dich absprechen kannst.
So, that's the job. Sounds simple enough. Good. I've got a liability waiver here with your name on it.
That trailer was absolutely epic, delivered on all fronts, but it did take me back to my student days. It might have been the post-it notes, the traffic lights, and the slight feeling of regret in the shower. What have we signed up to? Mike Kayata, you're the game director of FBC Firebreak from Remedy Games. Thank you so much for joining us. What have we signed up to here?
Yeah, lots. So that was our big launch trailer. We're coming out in just over a week now, so we're really excited to share a lot more of the game, stuff that we haven't shown, a little bit of all of the 5 jobs in the game, which are kind of different crises that you have to deal with. But yeah, so we're getting close now.
I remember when Control came out in 2019, and we're revisiting that world in FBC. Why was now the right time to revisit?
Yeah, so right now it was just a great time for us to kind of go back to the oldest house. We never wanted it to kind of feel like we were retreading on Control, and that was like definitely something we thought about a lot. And one of the reasons why we shifted into a first-person perspective, so you could kind of go back into the oldest house and see it from fresh eyes in a different way.
I mean, you did have a lot of fun in Control. And also, we're in first person this time, so...
Yeah, so of course very different, and I think as anyone can tell from that trailer, we're extremely, like, tonally to the side of Control. And this was a really big challenge for us.
Also, ich kann nicht, ich bin jetzt echt nur so gerade am Strecken. Also, man muss sich halt echt manchmal strecken, weil es...
And speaking to that, this is kind of like why we leaned into that more absurd angle. Because, you know, Control was very carefully built for a single-player experience. Since we are sort of a kind of joke around with your mates and just kind of have fun thing, we didn't want to totally like betray that franchise, but we did want to take those kind of recipe components and just flip them around. So we keep that kind of edge of like horror and tension and stakes, and we just add a lot of the absurdity at a higher value. So for example, like you saw Sticky Ricky, our gigantic monster made out of sticky notes. In one of our trailers, you know, somebody I think actually shouts like, "Sticky Ricky! Sticky Ricky!" Which was, to us, very, very funny, but to that character, completely terrifying.
And Sticky Ricky is joining us today. Yes. He's just getting himself together, and maybe he'll answer a few of my questions. Say I don't necessarily have 3 straight-up fraggers on my team. Are there roles that we can adopt in this game?
Yeah, absolutely. So the game is kind of built around a trifecta of kind of saved loadouts that are centered around tools. We call these crisis kits, and each one was developed with a different play style in mind. So we have one that kind of shoots these gigantic like liquid globules you saw in the trailer, and this is for the person we always just imagine almost like Scarface, like I don't really care, I just kind of want to, you know, paint the world with something. And then we have another one which is a tool that kind of looks like a pogo stick mixed with a defibrillator, and you might be surprised, but we always have this as like a precision and tactical instrument, just because you can kind of relocate yourself and move around easily. And then we have the last really complex tool, which is literally just a wrench. It's just a wrench. It's a gigantic piece of steel. So we made a lot of active decisions to try to get people right into the gameplay. So that's at the cost of some direct storytelling, but we haven't scrimped any on the world building and the big narrative and what it feels like to be inside of the oldest house.
We do associate Remedy with these big narrative games, so much imagination, atmosphere, obviously Alan Wake, obviously Control.
Sure.
So this feels like a new departure for you guys moving into this space. So why
Yeah. And to be clear, it's fundamentally different. You shouldn't go into this game whatsoever expecting those type of experiences, which, by the way, I personally adore. I started Remedy as a massive fan of Remedy, so this isn't a pushback on that type of experience. But the thing is that we, as soon as we started making more than one game at the same time, we just wanted to say, hey, is there a way to kind of like open the doors? If you are a huge Control head and you know all of the lore and you really love it, and you can't convince your friends to try this game out, we wanted to give that kind of step in. So even though it's not really what Remedy is today, I do hope that a little over a week from now, it will be part of what Remedy is in the future.
So, Mike, as an online cooperative shooter, what does this game look like in, say, a year's time?
Yeah, that's a great question, especially because, you know, the online space, I think a lot of people treat it very differently. One of the big things that we're about is avoiding kind of like FOMO, like engagement. You know, you don't need to check in every day. We're not going to kind of add a timed battle pass. So if you come in on day one and you come back to us a year from now, all you're going to see is all the great stuff that we add. And speaking of that, already in this year, we're going to add 2 more jobs. That adds to the other 5 game modes that we ship with, already growing it by about 40% by the end of the year. We've got additional endgame systems and lots of plans.
I'm just pitching it's a stapler, like opened out, and it just...
Okay, I have news for you. There is a stapler in the game.
I'm a genius.
So in the game, actually in that trailer, you probably saw that big traffic light. That's actually called the red light. It's an altered item you may have seen in Control. It's now corrupted by the hiss, and in certain settings, it can show up and kind of hit you with a big red light. You're not allowed to move until it gives you a green light. There's another one, which is a stapler, which if you are a super Control nerd, you might remember from some of the posters in the oldest house. Is that a stapler and altered item? And then you see a nice little clip art of a stapler. Well, that stapler actually shows up, and it kind of behaves like a fly. It sort of like buzzes around your face and gives all the enemies a lot of additional health. So yeah, there you go.
Where can we sign up?
Yeah, lots of ways to play this game. Of course, we're on all the major consoles, on Epic Game Store, or you can head over to Steam where you can wishlist the game today. It comes out June 17th. Grab your friends, and we hope to see you there.
Well, go on then. Go clean the oldest house. Sign up today. Thank you so much, Mike, and good luck.
Thank you.
Ah, the FBC. Lovely bunch over there for, as long as they last.
Hey, didn't we cook up a few trinkets for FBC personnel at some point?
I mean, we offered, but spy gadgets just don't hit the same way when you spend your whole day working with evil typewriters and turn your bones backwards.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Well, up next, if you've been looking for the perfect excuse to wear a toga, and who hasn't, here's a look at Ubisoft's next entry in the long-running strategy city builder, Anno 117, Pax Romana.
Ubisoft original.
If you want to be immortalized in ornateness, here's a little lesson in greatness. If governing is your vocation, it's all about...
Ich sag mal so, 20 Minuten mache ich noch und dann machen wir halt Feierabend. Weil ich bin echt zu müde und ich habe auch irgendwie wieder Hunger.
Pax Romana instead.
Also ich muss sagen, ich war mal früher so voller Siedler-Boy. So Siedler 2, Gold-Edition. Ich hab's da mal so versucht in Anno reinzukommen mit Anno 2070. Hab's irgendwie gar nicht geschafft. Und ja, ganz ehrlich. Ich weiß auch nicht, ob ich da jemals noch mal reinkommen will. Oh, Baby Steps.
Like, what's up there, though?
Nothing.
There's a tower.
Yeah, that's it.
When you get to the top of the tower, what's there?
It's like a top of a tower.
There we go. nothing up there anyway. Yep.
Oh, man kann da jetzt schon die Demo spielen. Dann will ich sie mal in meine Library hinzufügen. Dann können wir morgen mal so ein paar Demos spielen. Was haltet ihr davon?
I'm sure you're eager to see more of the rig, and I'm eager to show it. So let's check back in with the build and see where things are at.
Oh, hi, Mika. We have had a slight hiccup. Looks like Jacob forgot the #1 rule of a new PC build.
An offering before you start, or computer spirits drink your heart. He forgot the sacrifice.
You have to do the sacrifice.
You've got to do the sacrifice.
Can we scold me later?
All right, I should cut him loose while he's still got blood. Sit still, Jacob. I don't want to hit any important bones.
I am loving how normal things are today. And a quick reminder, you can find every single game from today's show in one place at the PC Gamer Steam page over at pcgamer.com/wishlist. My own wishlist is currently buckling under the strain of so many amazing games.
And you know what? Speaking of amazing games, here's our next world premiere. A brand new game published by Punkle, the creator of Vampire Survivors. Get ready to go berserk.
World premiere.
Happy to be here.
Greetings, local life forms.
Delighted to meet you.
Open your mind.
This could be a party. We simply can't pass it up.
Off we go, buckaroo!
Lippo Plus, for when you want something a little different.
Coming your way.
Hold up.
What's on your mind?
Aliens. The anomaly.
The bend.
We could theoretically send TV through it.
We already are.
The Bend is a planet-wide hallucination and a hoax.
Everybody seems so anxious to say something that they don't get their facts straight first.
Consider the Bend as a source of signal intrusions and dangerous interference.
The Bend is the future. It's our future.
Couldn't catch me zooming into any bend in space.
Let us eagerly embrace
the abyss.
Another
dimension
and
television. Only on Blippo Plus.
All those games are great, and wouldn't you know it, we've got even more to show you. Check this out.
Hey, I'm Felix Schade. I started Morbid Metal a few years ago as a solo dev, and what began as a small passion project has evolved into something far more ambitious. It hit Steam Early Access this summer, and I can't wait to show you more. Morbid Metal is a fast-paced, roguelite hack-and-slash that is built for intense combo-driven combat. You play as an advanced AI, trapped inside a deadly simulation. Your mission? Explore its beautiful and brutal iterations, grow stronger, and prove your worth to your creator. You'll control up to 3 characters. It's a bit like switching weapons in a shooter, except here, you're switching full-on playstyles. Each character has their own unique combat style and active abilities, which are unlocked as you explore the simulation. You can even chain attacks between different characters. Start with Vector to quickly dispatch enemies, switch to Flux for a flurry of hits, and finish your combo with Echo's special attack. Mastering each playstyle will be essential, as you'll face a variety of powerful enemies, each with their own attack patterns and weaknesses. And at the end of every biome, you'll face powerful bosses. These are dramatic, high-stakes encounters designed to be tough but rewarding. Each new run reshapes the world. Layouts shift, enemy types change, and you'll have to adapt and make strategic choices to succeed. Choose character upgrades, buffs, or curses that change how you play. Some of these choices push you to take risks, others offer abilities, rewards, and modifiers, which alter your combat style, making each run truly unique. Play the free demo tomorrow during Steam Next Fest and wishlist now for early access on August 20th.
Mach einfach mal die Demo in meine Library. Dann kann ich mal morgen so gucken, welche Demos ich mir alle ziehe und spiele. Und ja. Love Eternal World Premiere.
Peggy 3.
Saber. Okay, ein Push-Spiel. Still Alive Studios. Busbound.
Good morning, Emberville. Today is the first day of our very own public bus service. The bus services will start in the tracks and ash tree, but will expand to more neighborhoods as passenger approvals roll in. City Council says this will be the test to see if more public infrastructure is worth improving. So get out there, ride the bus, and let your voices be heard.
Das ist wirklich ein Spiel, worauf ich Bock hätte. Busbound.
Hey, Sean, should we see what's going on the factory floor? Make sure there's no production line issues holding up the rig?
Well, that's a great idea, and I've invented the perfect spy gadget for just that.
Hey, Sean, there is a big window right behind us. We could just look through that.
Oh, look through a window? What is this, the Stone Age?
You know, I'm pretty sure they didn't have windows in the Stone Age, Sean.
Why would I use an obsolete Stone Age technology when the wristwatch I invented is capable of tracking my steps and hacking into any camera system on the planet instantly?
Okay, that's actually really amazing, Sean.
Well, I'm glad you like it because I took the liberty of making a Mika model a gift from me to you. Here, tap on the icon and you'll instantly hack into the warehouse cameras.
Okay, Sean, this is a little bit much. Wait, I have to make an account to use this?
Well, it's a free trial for 7 days, but then it's only $9.99 a month after that. What? And look, two-factor authentication for safety.
Sean, this is and now I have to connect my Steam account?
It's Plot Vision as a Service.
Atmosphäre. Wishlist on Steam. Nee.
Subject decimated.
Run. 1. Run.
We better get to work.
Voidbreaker. World premiere. Ui. Wisst ihr, ich lese auch schon gar nicht mehr die Texte, weil die sind zum Teil eh viel zu schnell weg. Nett. Brave Seasons.
You know, it's about time someone made a cozy life sim filled with supernatural horrors, just like my everyday-to-day life. And of course, it's from Blumhouse Games.
You know, I often felt that the only thing missing from Stardew Valley was the ever-present danger of murder. So this should hopefully scratch an itch.
And Grave Seasons isn't the only world premiere horror game we've got for you. Feast your eyes on this, if you dare.
World premiere. Komm, Leute.
On this most auspicious of nights,
I would like to raise a toast. New friends, I bid you welcome to the club.
We've got to get out of here.
This will help.
I'll keep an eye out for anything dangerous.
I'll check for anything on the floor.
A terrible curse has drawn you together, but fear threatens to drive you apart.
Did you seriously rob me?
Is that blood?
God! Oh, God! Keep your cards close to your chest.
No, this isn't right.
For you'll need to decide who you can trust.
Is somebody there?
Before the rest of my guests arrive.
Born of the Abyss, Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines Unofficial Patch, Doom 3 Phobos, and more mods join GOG. Pre-installed and ready to play, smooth as never before. Just add the mod to your library, click download, and install it. It's that simple. GOG has teamed up with modding communities to bring you iconic fan creations.
This is
which,
cool.
by restoring cut content, fixing long-standing bugs, to introducing entirely new quests, characters, and experiences, breathe new life into classic titles.
Das fände ich eigentlich ja sogar ziemlich cool, wenn dann mehr Games auf GOG kommen. Dann gegebenenfalls du so die Modding-Community da auch noch dazu holst.
Later this year.
Hungry? Yeah. Get some fast food. Velocity noodles. Fast food at its back.
That wire. Out now? Oh, nee. Leute, machen wir Feierabend. Sauna.
Well, Sean, by using my advanced spy technology of looking out the window, I think the rig is just about ready to boot up. Hey, Frankie, how we doing in there?
I think we are just about ready to power this bad boy up. What do you think, J-Money?
She's ready to roar. Sean, would you like to do the honors?
Oh, you guys, I thought you'd never ask. Ugh. It's alive!
Okay, vielleicht müssen wir ja noch nicht vorher aufhören, mal. Ja, Feierabend.
It's beautiful. It calls to me.
I love it more than any parent could love their child.
As a mother, I take offense to that. But in this case, I'll allow it. And if you are watching this now, this very PC could be yours. Mika, what do they need to know?
That's right, you could be the proud owner of the rig. In all of its top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming glory. All you need to do is follow the link below and fill out the PC Gaming Show survey, and you will be entered in a chance to win.
I mean, I'd like to enter myself, but I am public enemy #1 in 14 countries, and I'm not about to add another. So head on over to PCGamer.com/survey now and get your hat in the ring.
So our build might be finished, but we've still got more games to show. So let's take a look.
May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within.
What the hell? Ich hätte jetzt eigentlich gehofft, der ist mal dann gleich fertig. Hauen die jetzt da schnell alle Spiele raus, die es in den 2 Stunden nicht geschafft haben? Ich meine, okay. Kann man machen. Aber das sind jetzt alle Spiele, die in den letzten 2 Stunden gezeigt wurden. Falls ihr da was vergessen habt.
We're PlayFusion, a studio done playing by AAA rules who still believe games belong to players. Ascendant is an FPS capture the flag reimagining where strategy collides with chaos.
It's like capture the flag on crack.
Edmund McMillan of The Binding of Isaac. This here's Tyler Glale.
Yeah.
We're coming to you from Santa Cruz, California.
Hometown.
Number 1, this is not a wig.
Yeah.
Number 2, we got a game coming out soon.
Yeah.
Here's the trailer.
Yeah.
What seems to be going on with the little guy?
Yeah, I think my cat's sick. Yeah, he's got a broken neck. He has horrible IBS. His mouth and one of his ears are missing. His soul was removed by a Kondarian.
Leute, wir machen Feierabend. Also, macht's gut und bis zum nächsten Mal. Weil, wie gesagt, mir ist es mittlerweile zu viel. Ich bin auch müde und habe Hunger.
He appears to have a conjoined twin. I don't really. He has a gambling addiction. He was probed by aliens.
Ich habe jetzt eigentlich gehofft, es ist vorbei, aber es ist nicht.
He has ADHD. He got into a fight with a dog.
Eugenics, coming to Steam February 10th, 2026.
Magnificent games and a
Oder ist
magnificent
es
gaming
vorbei?
PC that you could win. Once again, head over to pcgamer.com/survey for a chance to claim the rig. Mika, have you noticed that since powering her up, we've been hearing that annoying, super ominous voice?
Yeah, kind of like we tore the very fabric of our plane of existence and brought through this terrifying unknown being drawn in by the awesome processing power of the rig.
Oh, thank God it's not just me.
No, it's not. And you know what? I know we shouldn't mess with whatever this is, but the rig.
Yeah, I feel it in my teeth.
God, same. But okay, listen. The show's almost done, so let's finish strong and agree to stop messing with whatever is saying the rig.
Great idea. Let's close out the show the same way we began, with a trio of exclusive world premieres.
Okay, wenn jetzt wirklich die letzten 3 Trailers sind, dann habe ich gesagt, komm, mach mal noch. Wollte ich schon sagen, jetzt.
Paul Mason, 34, former surgeon at Westwood Hospital. You've been brought here to perform a surgery. Paul Mason, former surgeon at Westwood Hospital.
I don't know how, but I think we've done this already.
Hi.
Oh, there's a way out here.
Dead reset.
Warning.
Custom containment breached.
World premiere. Wander through an alien city. Discover hidden areas. Or just hang out. Where will your legs take you? Burn Band. Wishlist now on Steam. So, es kommt noch ein Trailer, dann ist es fertig. World Premiere. A Castle on Wheels. Roguelike. Consume. Fight. Fail. Grow. Big. Bigger. Village. Survive. Wonderberg. Oh, könnte interessant sein.
What a spectacular show that was! The games, the rig, the gadgets, the non-lethal electrocutions, the thermal paste.
Oh my god, the thermal paste. And speaking of gadgets, we've got time to show off one last little invention of ours.
Oh, goody!
Inside this keyboard is a hidden compartment for storing hand-encrypted messages, and I've left a special farewell message for the viewers. We have just got to crack it open. Oop. Yeah, this is just a normal keyboard. It's Jim's from accounting.
Poor guy can't catch a win, and this soon after the divorce?
Oh, a reminder to everyone, thermal paste isn't food.
A big thanks to Frankie and Jacob for building the rig. And thanks, of course, to all of you for tuning in.
We'll have to work super hard to top this when the PC gaming show Most Wanted returns in December. Thanks for watching.
Ja,
See you
Leute.
in December, everyone.
Ja, dann würde ich sagen, machen wir Feierabend.
We're going.
All right, it's time. Tell me when.
Hello, everyone, to the PC Gaming Show Pre-Show.
I'm exhausted from that. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. What the?
Just what I like to hear.
Oh, hi, Mum. I'm currently on set at the moment, building a PC.
It's alive!
So.
You went like this.
Yeah!
It's alive.
Oh.
Shots for everyone.
Mum, I'm currently on set building a PC.
There it is. Oh, did you hear that?
Jesus, Joe. I'm a monument to vanity.
B.
Hurry up, we don't have any time. Oh.
Mum, I'm filming right now.
I'm seducing you. Are you aroused?
I can just, and I know how to read words. I went to college.
Whoa! Oh.
There it is.
During let's go back to the top. I inhaled my spit.
Better hurry up. This is starting to hurt, my guy.
I can hear you, and so can the rest of the crew that I'm currently filming with.
Let's take a look at our next game. That's a good take.
If you dare.
Spooky.
There are 3 days.
12 p.m. Pacific, but oh, it's on the end of this cruise show.
I'm ready to.
Say hi, viewers of the PC Gaming Show 2025.
Let's just get ready. There it is. incredible.
Bye.
That might have been my greatest take of all time.
Ja, Leute. So. Damit würde ich sagen, machen wir Feierabend. Und ja, wahrscheinlich sehen wir uns dann morgen für vielleicht ein paar schöne Demos. Ich sehe auch, ihr habt ein paar Drop Frames. Hey, egal. Macht's, wie gesagt, gut. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.